It is Friday again, and that means my favorite way, and hopefully your favorite way, to get to know your Atlas leadership. The often imitated, never duplicated Atlas MedStaff 5-Question Friday. With me this week, Vice President of Compliance and Quality, Courtney Burbach. Courtney, welcome.
Hello, thank you.
All the way, not a question, all the way from Western Nebraska. You're in Omaha sometimes, but otherwise...
Northeast. Yeah, Norfolk, Nebraska is where my home office is at. So yes.
All right, you ready for this?
I am.
Here we go. Question number 1. Tell me who Courtney is.
Courtney is a wife. I'm a mom. I am a sister, a daughter, an aunt. I got lots of titles that I carry with me, but probably most importantly, I think just as it relates to my role here at Atlas is I just have a huge passion for healthcare and especially healthcare leadership. So I've been pretty privileged in my career path thus far to be in some really excellent healthcare leadership roles and that have really allowed me to make some decisions that impact patient care. This role here at Atlas, I absolutely love because it's just a continuation of that. We get to place some of the best nurses in the healthcare systems across the country, and it's just an honor and a privilege to be a part of that group and know that we're doing really good work.
Let's expand on that just a little bit because you were in hospital leadership for a while too, correct? And I think that really translates to what you do now.
Yeah, absolutely. I was in hospital leadership actually my entire career. I started in leadership when I was about 22 years old. So that's all I've ever done, honestly. And my most recent position prior to switching over to Atlas was I was an administrator of an outpatient surgery center. So really got to work closely with a lot of the positions that we staff in healthcare institutions these days, like the scrub techs and the nurses and all of that. And so I understand the value and the importance of that. And I also understand the value and importance of just finding those quality candidates. And I think we have a lot of great individuals here at Atlas that, come through Atlas and continue to come through. So it's very exciting to be a part of that.
Question number 2. Your kids are ridiculously good at sports. So talk about that a little bit, because I know you post on Facebook all the time about your kids. Talk about them for a second.
So I am a mom of 4 boys. It's been really fun. So our oldest is a junior at UNL. And then I have a senior and a junior and an 8th grader. So they're all very active in sports. Our boys have been very successful at their school. We've just got a lot of great coaches and a lot of good athletes that come through this system. And it's just been really fun to be a part of that journey with them. My husband and I are both pretty competitive too. So we don't like to lose a lot, which sometimes it's hard to balance that between being mom, supportive mom and still wanting the kids to succeed. But no, it's been really fun. And a fun thing about our boys is they're all very tall. So my dad is very tall. My brothers are very tall, and they have gotten that height from my side of the family. And so our oldest is 6'6", our senior is 6'7", our junior is 6'8". And our youngest is still growing. So he has surpassed me already, and he's just about surpassed my husband. So we'll see how tall he ends up. I don't know, but it's really fun, and it's been a fun journey so far.
That's awesome. All right, question number 3. You say you don't have a whole lot of time for hobbies, which you don't probably because with 4 boys, right? I have heard you're a really good cook. So give me like one dish, like what's your go-to dish that you like to make?
I would say there's probably 2. There's kind of a breakfast one that my boys are that absolutely love, and that's biscuits and gravy. So that's their breakfast staple. And probably the other one is probably just lasagna. It's nothing fancy. It's just that's what they like. So they're pretty good eaters, so it's pretty easy for me.
It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be good, right? Question number 4, who or what inspires you?
Honestly, I would say probably my husband. And I'll say that because him and I have both been in leadership our entire career path. And so it has been a very fun journey to like bounce things off of each other. But one thing that inspires me about him, the guy never stops learning. He is constantly listening to leadership podcasts or reading new books. And I love it because then he'll say to me, hey, Court, you should really read this book. This is a really good one. It's just been fun to feed off of each other in our leadership roles and learn from each other and learn mistakes, but also kind of have that sound mind. Like if I'm struggling with something, maybe in leadership, I can run it by him. And he has a total different perspective sometimes that really helps me make good decisions. And so it's really fun. And I just admire the fact that he's constantly learning and always wanting to improve himself in a leadership role. And I aspire to do that as well.
I don't think I know this, but what is his chosen career? Like what does he do?
Yeah, so supply chain management is kind of the big picture. He is a vice president for one of our steel companies here. And so he's worked different positions throughout his career path, but yeah, all in leadership.
Question number 5, you'd go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I am a simple girl. I really am. I just say anywhere warm, any island that's warm when it's cold outside in Nebraska. So I'm not too picky. I love time away and I love spending time with family. So wherever that would take me, I'd be good with it.
Awesome. Well, Courtney, Thank you so much. See, super painless and easy for you. Normally, this is where I would say if this sounds like the recruiter for you, obviously this a little bit different this time with leadership, but Courtney is very, very involved with your compliance packet, with when we send you to a hospital or when you start that first day, she's very involved with that. So if you ever have questions, she's on the website. You can reach out and talk to her that way.
Absolutely. We want to make it a great experience for, all of our travelers. And I think that that's where our roles come in, is to do that. So
perfect. All right, Courtney, thank you so much.
All right. Yep. Thanks, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.